During the public participation portion of this meeting, registered participants will be unmuted individually. And as we just heard, the webinar is being recorded and it will be posted on the website within 2 weeks of this meeting. I do, at this time, ask for everybody's cooperation while remaining on mute to help deal with some of the background noise as we begin the roll call. When I announced your agency name, I would ask the representative to state your name as well as who you may be representing if you are not the principal. New York City DOT.
Hi, this is Ann McGrain, and I'm representing Commissioner Polly Trottenberg.
Thank you. DCP? Anybody from DCP? We'll come back to that. MTA? I know I heard Stephanie.
Yes, Stephanie Delisle, representing MTA Chairman Patrick Ford.
Okay. Nassau County?
Sean Sally, representing County Executive Laura Curran.
Thank you. Suffolk County?
Chris Chatterton, representing County Executive Steve Ballone.
Thank you. Rockland County?
Pat Gurdon, representing County Exec Ed Day.
How are you? Putnam?
Sandra Fusco, representing County Executive Mary Ellen O'Dell.
Good morning. Westchester?
Naomi Klein, representing County Executive George Latimer.
Thank you. FTA?
Dan Moser, representing Region 2 Administrator Steve Goodman.
Thank you. FHWA?
Scott Amani, representing Division Administrator Rick Markey.
Thank you. New Jersey Transit? New Jersey Transit? Okay, moving on. NJTPA?
Hi, this is David Barrand, representing NJTPA Executive Director Mary Amin.
Thank you. EPA?
Hannah Greenberg, representing Regional Administrator Peter Lopez.
Thank you. Port Authority?
Good morning. Steve Brown, representing Executive Director Rick Cotton.
Thank you. DEC? Let me go back to DCP. Anybody join?
Jack Schmidt, representing City Planning Commission Chair Marisa Lago.
Thank you. New Jersey Transit? DEC? Okay. Anyway, by my account, under our operating procedures, we do have a quorum for today's meeting. So thank you for that. And we're going to start our meeting with a presentation on NYMTC's 2050 Virtual Public Outreach Program launch. This will be presented by Project Manager Jan Kahn, along with Leslie Black and Ryan Walsh from the consultant team, Fitzgerald and Halliday. So Jan, do you want to get us going?
Sure. Thank you very much, Ron. And good afternoon, everyone. It really gives us pleasure to talk about the development of our new plan, Plan 2050, even under the current circumstances. Just by way of quick background, the current plan in place, Plan 2045, was adopted in 2017. And by federal regulations, we are required to update our plan every 4 years. So we need a new plan in place by October 1st, 2021. With that in mind, we've been working on the development of this plan. It takes a few years to put together. And towards that end, we've engaged some consultant help, WSP, to help us with the main work, and Fitzgerald and Halliday, FHI, to assist us with the public involvement. And very shortly, you will be hearing from Leslie Black and Ryan Walsh of FHI as to what we're doing with regards to the virtual outreach for the plan. Because of the public health emergency, we've had to adjust the way we do public outreach. Hence, everything we're doing so far is virtual. If there is, if things change in the future, then we could have in-person workshops. So with that, rather than listening to me talk about the development of our plan and so forth, I would like you to listen to a nicer voice and some more pleasing visuals. So Jerry, why don't we show our little video?
Welcome to NYMTC, the New York Metropolitan Transportation Council. Established in 1982, NYMTC is the Metropolitan Planning Organization for New York City, Long Island, and the Lower Hudson Valley. Our 10-county region includes the 5 boroughs of New York City, plus Nassau, Suffolk, Westchester, Putnam, and Rockland counties, and is home to more than 12 million people. NYMTC's principals include 9 voting members and 7 advisory members, comprised of 5 suburban county executives, 2 New York City commissioners, the New York State Transportation Commissioner, and the Chief Executive of the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. Advisory members include the New York State Commissioner of Environmental Conservation, the Chief Executives of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey Transit, and the North Jersey Transportation Planning Authority, and the local administrators of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the Federal Highway Administration, and the Federal Transit Administration. Federal legislation requires that metropolitan regions must have a Metropolitan Planning Organization, or MPO, to plan for and make decisions on the use of federal transportation funding. Approximately $10 to $15 billion of federal funding comes into the region during each 5-year funding period. NYMTC ensures that existing and future spending for transportation projects and programs is based on a cooperative, comprehensive, and continuing planning process. Moving forward is the next long-range regional transportation plan for the NYMTC region. Updated every 4 years, the Regional Transportation Plan is a blueprint that helps identify the transportation needs in NYMTC's planning area in order to guide the use of federal funding. NYMTC's plan covers all modes of surface transportation, including highways, roads and bridges, streets, rail and bus transit, bicycle and pedestrian facilities, as well as freight and special needs transportation. Our region is facing difficult challenges. Despite that, looking to the future is as important as ever for the region's long-term vitality. Moving Forward proposes a regional vision that is built around 5 strategic goals. To provide a transportation system that ensures the safety and security of people and goods across all transportation uses and modes. To provide a transportation system that is maintained, operated, and coordinated to better enable reliable, easy, accessible, and seamless travel across the region. To provide a transportation system that efficiently serves today's population and plans for the growing number of residents, workers, and increasing amount of goods. To provide a transportation system that minimizes its impact on the environment, especially the effects of climate change. And to provide a transportation system that is resilient and can mitigate, adapt to, and respond to chronic and acute stresses and disruptions. People living in the NYMTC region are very aware of how their transportation system works and where it needs improvement. What transportation improvements are important to you? What matters most to your community? Your input is critical to developing a plan that considers the needs of transportation users. So how can you get involved? We wish we could talk to you in person, but until that's possible, there are several other ways to be part of the process. Attend a virtual public workshop, or provide your ideas and concerns at your convenience through our interactive online platform. You can also provide your thoughts through our website or social media channels. Visit our website to join our mailing list, take our surveys, register for a workshop, and more. So get involved. Together, we can keep our region moving forward.
Okay, thank you very much, Jerry. I hope everyone can hear me. Can everyone hear me right now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, great. We're sorry that there might have been a volume problem, but maybe it's a good thing in a sense, because we will now encourage you to go to the website that was just shown, NYMTC.org, plan moving forward, and take a look at the video. It's really good. So, the part of this presentation today is to tell you what we've been doing with regard to the virtual public outreach program. And public outreach is an integral part of the development of our plan. And it goes on towards almost to the point where the plan is actually adopted. So with that, what I'll do now is ask both Leslie Black and Ryan Walsh to describe to you what we've been doing with regards to the virtual outreach for Plan 2050. So Leslie.
We'd like to walk you through our process to date. We first met with the RTP subcommittee on February 14th, and at that time we had laid out an engagement plan that involved a lot of boots on the ground activities with public workshops and pop-up events, as well as online activities with websites and other online materials. And as we know, with the public health emergency, we pivoted very quickly in March to adjust our engagement process and go virtual. So you had an opportunity to view our video, which is hosted on the Moving Forward Your Region Connected RTP dedicated website, which is hosted on NYMTC's website. But we developed this specific RTP site so that people could engage with the process and find out information and have opportunities to get involved and provide input. We also conducted both traditional media publicity to promote the website and the engagement platform, and we worked with our RTP subcommittee to do so. The website is listed here, nymtic.org/plan moving forward. We encourage you to visit it. The video that you viewed is on the landing page when you arrive, so you can listen to the narration, and it provides an educational primer as to the background of NYMTC, as well as the RTP process that we're undergoing in case for people to get involved. Next slide, please. Great. So some of our outreach elements include virtual focus groups, the engagement platform, and the plan. And I just want to walk through each of these elements with you, beginning with the virtual focus groups. We held these focus groups in the month of May. We conducted a total of 6 focus groups, 2 per TCC region, on the topics of environmental justice and coordinated human services transportation. These focus groups were planned as in-person facilitated professional focus groups working with a focus group vendor and had coordinated locations. As you said, we had to pivot when this was actually one of the easy activities to pivot very quickly to take online. And you can see Ryan Walsh up in the top left corner there facilitating a focus group. We worked with the vendor to recruit participants, and we developed a screener so that we could hear from a diversity of voices from across each of the 3 TCC regions that we were involved with per topic. Completed those focus groups. We do have videos available as well as meeting summaries, and those are with NYMTC now. Now we've moved on to the next element, which are the virtual workshops, and these are underway right now. We've just completed the first set. Again, we are holding these per TCC region. So we completed the Lower Hudson events on July 14th, and we held them at 2 times of day at noon. For those who might be on a lunch break and can join us at 3 p.m. And then we also hosted one region-wide event at 7 p.m. We wanted to see what time of day worked best for people. We found that the attendance was very balanced, that people actually appreciated having the daytime event because, as we all know, we're all online all day. So sometimes by evening time, people are ready to spend time with their families. So we did find our participation for the first event very, very good. We do have registration links online on the website, and this we orchestrated having people register for events. It provided a very secure format for people to enter the meeting. These meetings were hosted on WebEx and provided opportunities for people to participate through a chat function. And we also made these workshops very interactive by using an online application called Poll Everywhere. People were able to participate by opening a second window and providing poll input as questions were prompted on the screen. So it was a great way for an interactive session. Each session was about 75 minutes, and we have lots of great input that we're starting to put together in summaries. The next two TCC regions, New York City and Long Island, will be hosted next week on July 21st and 22nd. So if you are interested in attending, please visit the website. And we encourage you to register for one of the events. It's a great opportunity to see how it runs. For the engagement platform, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan.
Thanks, Leslie. So from the outset, we envisioned a substantial online component to the engagement, but obviously in light of the public health emergency, it became all the more important. So we're using MetroQuest. We've developed interactive modules that are focused on each of the 5 vision goal areas that were developed with the partner agencies, the RTP subcommittee. So if you go to the project website, NYMTC.org/plan moving forward, you can link to a landing page where you choose whichever topics you're interested in. It opens up a series of interactive exercises. These aren't just surveys. There's mapping tools. There's budgeting games. It's fun, engaging, and interactive. We had all of these materials translated into the NYMTC planning area's 4 core languages. So everything is available in English, Spanish, Russian, and Chinese. We've also, for accessibility, we've provided other ways that people can participate. If you don't have a computer, you can call in, and we can walk you through the surveys. And if you haven't already, I strongly encourage everybody to go check these out and fill out the different exercises. We can move on to the next slide. We've publicized the availability of the engagement tool through a variety of methods. We've worked with the partnering agencies to get the word out, and we've also been using a substantial social media, both shared through NYMTC's website, posting links directly to the engagement platform, but also through paid advertisements that are going out to all social media users in the NYMTC region. And these bring people directly into the MetroQuest interactive tools. We've also been using these to help publicize the workshops to great success. Next slide. So turn it over to Jen.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Leslie. Thank you very much, Ryan. One thing I should highlight is something that Ryan said, that we're also working with partnering agencies. And they're very specific agencies we've targeted in the Low Hudson Valley, in New York City, and in Long Island to help us to reach communities and constituents that sometimes we're unable to reach. So that also is working pretty well. So that's our spiel, Chairman and Jerry, and I don't know if their members have any questions.
Thank you. I actually want to start off with one question, if you don't mind. I think the presentation actually looked very high quality. I'm sure it sounded great. A lot of information in there. Is it available in an accessible format?
Are you referring to the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
Or the video presentation?
The video is going to be posted, I assume, right?
Yes, the video it's available on the website, and it is linked through YouTube, which provides accessibility and language translations via captioning.
That was my question. Thank you. Do any of the other members have a question? Hearing none, I guess we will proceed. So that brings us to the public participation part of the schedule. And so do we have anybody registered?
Hi, Ron. Yes, at this moment, we did have Mary Bowden, but he has not chimed on, so there are no others.
Okay, so I guess as long as there's no objections, we will proceed with our agenda. If Murray does join at some point, if there's time at the end, we will try and make any accommodations as appropriate. So now I guess we'll begin with the action items on the agenda. All the materials that we will be discussing has been posted at the NYMTC website. The first action is to accept the June 4th, 2020 meeting synopsis. And so as we do this, I'm requesting all voting members announce their names and the agencies you represent when you make a motion or second a motion. So I guess I will ask for a motion to accept the June 4th, 2020 meeting synopsis.
Pat Gurdon, Rockland County.
Thank you, Pat. Can I have a second, please?
Second, New York City Department of City Planning, Jack Schmidt.
Thank you, sir. Any discussion? Hearing none, we will begin with the roll call. I'll start with the Lower Hudson Valley, Putnam County.
Aye.
Rockland County.
Aye.
Westchester County. Westchester County. Okay. Long Island. Nassau County.
Aye.
Suffolk County.
Aye.
And New York City. New York City DOT.
Aye.
DCP.
Aye.
MTA.
Aye.
And on behalf of NYSDOT, aye as well. And so basically the motion passes with no objection. Thank you. The next action item is to adopt resolution number 507. And that amendment is to the state fiscal year 2019-20 and 2020-21 Unified Planning Work Programs. I will turn it over to NYMTC staff to introduce the resolution. Satai?
Hi, good afternoon. So resolution number 507, these are amendments to the 2019 and 2020 Unified Planning Work Programs. This is generally a reallocation of funding between or within UPWP tasks. Specifically, New York City DOT is requesting to add ongoing projects to the 2020-2021 UPWP. And NYMTC staff is also requesting a reallocation of funds within or between certain UPWP tasks for that UPWP. These actions have been reviewed. They are consistent with the plan. In addition, no new funding is requested. NYMTC staff request that you adopt this resolution.
Thank you very much. Motion to adopt resolution number 507, which, as we discussed, amends the 2019, 2020, and 2020-21 Unified Planning Work Programs. Can I
motion
have a
and the motion and the grain, New York City DOT.
Thank you. Second.
Second, Sandra Fusco, Putnam County.
Thank you. Any discussion? Okay, we'll start the roll call. Follow the same format. Putnam County.
Aye.
Rockland County.
Aye.
Westchester County. Okay. On Long Island, Nassau.
Aye.
Suffolk.
Aye.
In the city, City DOT.
Aye.
City DCP.
Aye.
MTA.
Aye.
And DOT is an aye too. Thank you. The motion passes. The next item is the adoption of resolution number 508, and those are amendments to the NYMTC's Public Involvement Plan. Jerry, do you want to introduce this resolution?
Sure, thanks, Ron. So quickly, this is in recognition of the fact that we've had to focus more on virtual public outreach because of the public health emergency, and it adjusts the public involvement plan in a way that recognizes that, but also indicates that going forward, virtual public involvement will become a more prominent aspect of NYMTC's public outreach programs.
Alrighty. Can I have a motion to adopt Resolution 508, amendments to the public involvement plan?
So moved. Jack Schmidt, New York City Planning.
Thanks, Jack. Second?
Second, Chris Chatterton, Suffolk County.
Thanks, Chris. All right, so we'll start the roll call. Putnam.
Aye.
Thank you. Rockland.
Aye.
Westchester. Nassau.
Aye.
Suffolk.
Second, aye.
Thank you. New York City DOT.
Aye.
DCP.
Aye.
MTA.
Aye.
And state DOT is an aye. Thank you all. That motion passes. So we're moving on to the home stretch here. The next PFAC meeting will be determined at a later date, and once identified, we will make sure that everybody receives at least 2 weeks notice prior to that meeting. So Jerry, before we adjourn, do we have any other business that we need to take care of?
From here, Ron.
Great, thank you. Do any members have anything they want to bring up at this time? Sounds great. I guess the one thing about these virtual meetings is they do go a lot quicker. So I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion, Putnam County by Sandra Fusco.
Thank you. I thought maybe for all you wanted to stay on. Can I have a second?
Second, Nassau County.
Thank you. All right. So I guess we have to call the roll because it's virtual. Putnam?
Aye.
Rockland?
Aye.
Westchester? Nassau?
Aye.
Thank you. Suffolk?
Aye.
City DOT?
Aye.
DCP?
Aye.
MTA?
Aye.
And DOT is an aye. I wish everybody the best day possible, and thank you. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank
Be
you.
well, buddy.
Bye
You too.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.